Tiger Tuesday. We are breaking into your programming right now because we want to bring you live coverage of a news conference that is happening there in New Orleans. LSU's head coach Ed Orgeron and LSU recapping that big win last night over Clemson and the national championship. We can give you a live look right now at the room, the setup that is happening underway. We are anticipating again head coach Ed Orgeron to step up to the mic there at any moment. There he is walking behind that national championship trophy there in New Orleans. We're expected to hear about how he's feeling this morning. Just hours after that historic win. Let's take a listen.
Begin with your opening remarks.
Good morning. Great to see everybody today. It's an honor to be here today representing Louisiana State University in the national championship, fighting LSU Tigers. So proud of our football team. I do believe it's one of the greatest accomplishments in football history. So proud of Joe Burrow, the leadership that he brought to our football team. He's one of the best football players I've seen in a long time. He's even a better young man. So proud of our coaching staff, the job that they did all year. We started working last January 17th was our first football school. We worked 1 year, and I remind the team of how we got here. And, the team had a rule all season, no bar rooms, be disciplined, take care of your business, and for the most part, they did that. I hope they learned life lessons, how to persevere, how to pull together as a team, how to work without egos, how to pull for each other, how to fight. We're down, I don't know what, couple of scores last night, we didn't blink, and how to believe in each other. What a tremendous testament to our football team. I'm so proud for everybody that wore the purple and gold. We had a lot of guys in the dressing room last night that were proud of our football team. Proud of the state of Louisiana, and we're happy. We're going to enjoy this, but it's a recruiting weekend this weekend. We're going to start recruiting and get after it and on to next year.
We'll open it up for questions. Again, get your hand up. Let us get you the mic. Give us your name and affiliation. Coach, we're going to start on the aisle to our right.
Hey, Coach. Jacques Doucet, WAFB-TV in Baton Rouge. Coach, there may be other national champions, but do you think it's going to be hard to ever duplicate a football team like the one you just coached?
Yeah, I think this is the team for the ages, especially how prolific we were on offense, and to have that type of quarterback that we have, to go 15-0 and to beat the teams that we beat, all the top teams we played, we beat them, obviously. We had a tremendous schedule. We answered the bell. These guys didn't blink. We didn't have a bad game. We played 15 good football games, and this is going to be hard to beat.
Take our next question right down here in the front, the very front.
Yeah, Ron Higgins, Tiger Rag Magazine. Back in July, Joe Burrow has said that when he was at the Manning camp that he thought this offense was going to score 40, 50, 60 points a game. When you read that, were you like, oh, Joe, just let's dial it back just a little bit right now?
Yeah, I was too. I was too, but that's Joe. And, just the ability to score at any time in a ball game, and to have a quarterback to do it, and then to have the system to do it, and have the coaches to put it in place, and the offensive line to block, all the pieces had to come together, but they did it. This offense was a force.
Take our next question right here on the right-hand column again.
Ed, what did you do from the end of last night to right now? Did you get any sleep? Did you and Kelly even, look at each other and try to realize what just happened?
Well, somebody, we didn't know what we was going to eat. Somebody gave us some Popeye's fried chicken. And so we took it up in the room, and she ate half of hers, and I ate the rest. And then we went to bed, and we got to bed about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Got up this morning at 7:30, got dressed and got ready to go here. And we have a busy day. We're going to Nashville this afternoon. We're going to travel back with the team. And then our team goes to school tomorrow. But it wasn't a night out of the town or nothing like that. It was just a good night. But we did thank the good Lord for all of the opportunity He's given us.
Next question, our right side in the middle.
Billy Embody with 24/7 Sports. Ed, have you done any recruiting since the win, and what's been the reaction from the guys?
The guys are phenomenal. Obviously, guys are texting us. We texting them back. We have a recruiting weekend this weekend. A couple of guys are coming. We have a couple of guys to sign left. But the guys that are out there are giving us a tremendous response. It's going to be a fight. Everybody's after these guys. We plan on finishing this recruiting class strong. We have an already strong recruiting class. I'm so excited about the guys that we do have. So let's see what happens. What's up, man? What's up? What are you doing, babe?
Next question right over here.
Hey, Coach Chad Sabity, Fox 44 in Baton Rouge. When you have a talented team that you know is capable of winning a championship like this, to see them follow through on that ultimate goal, to get it done, to not have any lingering doubt whether you could compete at the highest level, just walk us through that level of satisfaction in accomplishing the national championship.
Yeah, along with opportunity, there's going to be opposition. And the higher you get, the tougher the opposition is going to be. And we knew last night was going to be a fight. But we felt confident that we were the better team. I told them last Monday we were the better football team that we had to play. We didn't panic. We had to make a couple of adjustments. So, yeah, there's satisfaction that we answered the bell, that we competed at the highest level. Every time we actually competed at the highest level, we did. But it's a tribute to our players. They had a cohesive unit, a tribute to our coaching staff.
Continue with our questions, and great to have Patrick Queen here. We'll go over to our far right.
Pete Iacobelli, Associated Press. Ed, Joe is such a key part of this run, and you've got so many players who have NFL decisions ahead of them. How difficult, or will it be difficult, to keep this going in the future?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to replace these guys. But, you at LSU, you should be able to do it. And obviously, the quarterback position is going to be the key position. We have Miles Brennan. We signed 2 fantastic young quarterbacks on our roster. The development of those guys is going to be key in where we're going. Patrick sitting to my left there, a tremendous young man from Livonia, was a tailback. And it turned out to be an outstanding linebacker for us. And he has a decision to make. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm going to try to, right after this, I'm kind of hitting him on the knee right now to stay. But I've got to recruit these guys. But, it's part about being at LSU. We tell our guys in recruiting, I know most of y'all are going to be 3 and out. So it's something that we have to accept. But this is going to be a tough group to replace.
We're going to move over to our left-hand side in the back.
Coach Andrew Clay, KTC in Lafayette. 10 years ago, the movie The Blind Side came out, and you were in America's homes in that movie. Have you been able to reflect on everything that's kind of happened in those last 10 years and since then?
Yeah, I think this next couple of days I may have a chance to look at that. It's been a tremendous ride. Just keep on fighting. Just keep on getting your hands up. No matter what happens, go back the next day and go to work. Believe and just keep on working and surround yourself with great people. Ever since that movie happened, I've been very fortunate to be with some great people. I'm talking about great players, great coaches, and this wouldn't be possible in my mind unless you at a great institution like LSU. It gives you all the resources that you need, a great fan base, great recruiting base, great stadium, great home field advantage, and then to play the national championship right here in New Orleans was everything fell into place to have the season we needed to have.
Down here on the left side in the front.
Hey, Coach. Steve Moulton, 97.7 The Zone out of Huntsville, Alabama. As big as the early wins were, say, over Texas, tell me about getting that hurdle over Alabama and getting that, because that was a big storyline this year of just getting the program back with winning against Alabama and then finishing the deal here last night.
Ever since I started the job, we knew we had to beat them. And they've had a tremendous run, some great coaches, some great players. We felt our first year 10-0, 0-0 going in. Jalen beat us with his feet. We gave up 2 critical plays. We were not happy, but we didn't have the production we needed on offense. Then we go play them over there. We miss a couple of big balls, woulda, coulda, stood up, all that stuff. Now I thought we were getting close. Physicality, I thought we were getting close. And then the next time they played us at home was 29-0. We weren't even close. And I felt that the gap had widened. I do believe that the spread offense and the ability to score points helped us beat them, put them in a position to where we could make plays on them. I think it gave our team some confidence that we felt we were the better team this year going into the game, although they were a great team. We felt that if we played our game, we could. I don't think you can go in, in a game with a great opponent and hoping you can. There ain't no hoping there. And we thought we could. We knew we could. And we felt like we had the weapons and the coaches to do it this time.
Move over here back to Dennis.
Ed, in your opinion, what did Nick Saban do to win the first modern championship in '03? What did Les Miles do? And what did you do, in your opinion, best to win last night?
Yeah, embrace LSU. I think that, all three common factors, it's LSU. And when you come to LSU, that's the expectations. And I embraced it. I said that the day I got hired. I know what the people expect. I'm from Louisiana. I expected the same thing because I was a fan. And but you know what? You surround yourself with a great recruiting base. You surround yourself with all the resources that you can. You're playing in the SEC, so if you can get through the SEC, and especially the SEC West, it gives you a chance to be in the national championship hunt. If you're in the SEC championship and you win it, you got a shot, man. And so that's why you come here. You come here to compete. You come here to compete with the best. It's very competitive every day in recruiting. It's competitive every day we turn around. But at LSU, I feel is one of the premier schools in all the country. It gives you the opportunity to do that.
I'm going to go back over here to our right again.
Patrick, are you ready to tell us what you're going to do with your future, and what do you think LSU's chances are of sustaining what you guys did this season?
I'm not really sure yet. Got to go home, talk with my parents and Coach Joe, make everything, do everything the right way. But LSU is always going to be capable of doing what we did this year. You know, we got great players, great coaches. So as long as we believe in each other, we'll be able to accomplish anything.
Come down here, right here in the front.
Patrick, again, just could you recount kind of your experiences since last night to now?
The game was one I will remember forever. Like, there's no better feeling than just being a champion. Like, all the hard work from a year ago to now, it's just a feeling that can't be beat. And then after the game, I just went back in my hotel room. Like, I ain't even partied. Like, I was still in shock that much.
Down here again in front.
Reggie Chapman, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge. Coach, a lot of mock drafts, of course, putting Joe Burrow as the #1 overall pick. What do you think it's going to mean for him, as well as this program having a #1 overall pick from quarterback?
Yeah, obviously it says a lot about our ability to attract great players anywhere in the country, ability to attract great quarterbacks. That had been the knock on LSU for a little while. The ability that when the quarterbacks come here, they will develop. I do believe that we all saw, and including Joe, a difference in his junior year and his senior year. He developed under Steve Ensminger and Joe Brady. I think that if you're a quarterback right now and you're looking at LSU, you want to be here because of the system, because of what Joe did, a Heisman Trophy winner, a potential first-round pick, national champion, and then you have great receivers to throw the football to. So it does say a lot about our program. But you know what? We couldn't have done it without Joe. He's a special young man. Thank God he came to LSU.
We're going to go all the way in the back on our right.
Ed Daniels, WGNO New Orleans. Coach, in 2009 in Omaha, we asked Paul Maneri after he won the championship, what are some of the first things that came to your mind? And one of the things he said was, as he was watching the celebration, how am I going to do this again? Have you had any thoughts like that yet?
No. And obviously, I understand that we're going to have to get back to work. And, I'm already planning. The guys are going to go to school tomorrow, when we're going to start football school and what we're going to do. But, I want to spend some time with these juniors. I want to talk to them. And I want the right thing for them. If the NFL is the best thing for them, they know that's what I want for them. And if it's not, I want them to stay. So we'll talk about it. I think, like Patrick said, I have great relationships with the families. I think that's my next duty. And the next duty is to make sure all our boys are going to class tomorrow morning, which is going to be hard because now we're starting the semester all over again, and then we have to start in the weight room. We have to start football school and start recruiting. Now it's getting back to the grind. So I think once You know, we never talked about winning the national championship this year, and I think that helped our football team. Although we always knew it in the back of our mind, that's where we wanted to go, that was never mentioned in a meeting. And our goal was always to win the day, do the best we could on a daily basis. But we all felt in the back of our mind, if we did the things that we were supposed to do, we'd have a shot to do it.
Stay over here on our right, third row.
Scott Rapperley with the Baton Rouge Advocate. Patrick, talk about the second, if you would, talk about the second half and the pressure you guys got on Trevor Lawrence, and how much did having Michael Divinity back help you guys do that?
In the second half, we brought out some new plays that Coach had put in, some stuff we used to run back in the past, and we just executed. Everybody did their job, and then having Mike back was a great help because Mike's a great pass rusher and he's experienced. So just having him on the field was more confidence into our defense.
Go back over here to Dennis.
Patrick, obviously you're going to be at the next level at some point, make money, make a living for yourself. But how, for you, does football get better than last night? And I've got a follow-up. Go ahead.
It's tough to beat the feeling of last night, but I know my best football is ahead of me. I know that the player that I'm becoming each game, I'm getting better. So just to be able to take that leap from what I was a year ago to now is just a big blessing. I thank God to be able to be in this position with my coach and my teammates.
And if somebody had told you in Game 5 of 2017, after you guys lost at home to Troy, it's going to be okay, you guys are going to have the greatest season ever in a couple of years, what would you have said?
It would have been hard for me to believe, just coming off that kind of loss. That was actually crazy. But, who would have ever thought we would have been here a year ago, just a few of us guys knew what we were capable of coming into this season. So we all knew what we could do, so we just trusted each other and we made it happen.
Back on the aisle on our right.
Hey, Patrick, when we visited with you last week, you gave us a score off the record, what you thought the score would be. Could you share that now, and why did you believe that score would take place?
I guess the score would be 42-17. And I don't know, I just had a feeling, but I was close, off by a little bit, but it's all good.
Come over here to our right.
Can I say something? Why you didn't tell me that?
Right in the middle over here on the right.
Itoro Yumatswin, the Atlanta Voice, Coach O and Patrick. You guys talk about how embracing LSU, from the top down. What does it mean to have the alumni, the OBJs, the Jarvis Landrys, everybody coming back and to support you guys, not only you as a coach, but also the players?
It means a lot because that's the guys you looked up to as you was younger. I played offense when I was younger, so Odell, Jarvis, those was guys I looked up to coming up. And then transition linebacker, you got guys like Devin and Kevin Minter that was at the game as well, and Tyron Matthew, guys that you also looked up to just because they're ballers. So just to have those guys come back, man, it's just a feeling that can't be beat because the whole state of Louisiana's behind you and also those guys that played in the purple and gold before us.
Those guys are welcome back into our doors. They bled purple and gold. They don't have to make an appointment to come see us. Practices are open. Every time they come to practice, we ask them to come talk to our team. Eric Hill was the first guy to come talk to our team. Patrick Peterson, Odell, every Christmas, every year has given each team, each teammate, each member, each coaching staff a big gift, some tennis shoes, some of those headsets, whatever they call those things that they listen to. And but they love them. And every Christmas, these guys have gotten a gift from Odell. And it's great to have them all in the locker room last night and be a part of this football team because they started it. And I want to thank the 2016 team. A lot of those guys were there last night, and they helped us start this thing. They believed in me when I became the interim coach. They gave me a chance to be the head coach at LSU, and they started the foundation. I told them, I said that one day we're going to play the national championship, and you guys are going to be with us. One of the things that we do at LSU is a little bit different than any other school I've been with. On Tuesday, we show highlights of our guys in the NFL and what they do. And we just pay tribute to the great job that they're doing. It was great to see Tre'Davious White last night, all pro, and watch these guys make play every Tuesday. And it's a way to honor the players, but it's also a way to motivate our guys that that's going to be them too. And then one day their teammates will be watching them in the LSU room and be proud of we represent them. Once you're a Tiger for life.
Right down here in the very front.
Yeah, this is for Patrick. Ron Higgins, Tiger Rag Magazine. The few times this year that teams have really kind of pressed y'all and competed with y'all, your defense kind of fed off your offense, and then you got on these runs like last night, the 21-0 end of the half, 14-0 last 25 minutes of the game. You've done that consistently this year. Can you talk about just kind of sensing the momentum from the offense, y'all's offense, and just kind of shutting people out?
You know, that's where I think you have to have a good team for your offense and your defense to feed off each other. I feel like when we play, we feed off each other. Every play is a big play. Is Joe throwing the ball to Jamar or Clyde making a big run, our defense feeds off that. When we make a sack, you know, our offense feeds off that. So to be a great team, you have to have those guys to be able to feed off of each other.
Move over to our left, third row.
Steve Moulton, 97.7 The Zone. Patrick, if you could, a lot of conversation heading into this year about Trevor and Tua. And there's not too many guys that face both of them, and you did. I was wondering if you could comment on both quarterbacks and scout them out for me. Which one's better?
I really can't say which one's better. Both of them are great players. You know, it's hard to say that we beat them, but we did. And you know, that's just a testament to them that they have great coaches and they're great players. Like Tua's going to be a great quarterback in the league, and then Trevor this year, he's going to ball out. So I just want to give those guys credit for the great players that they are.
Back here in the back.
Ed, since January of 2012, there's kind of been that lingering aftertaste. Do you think that what happened last night has finally put that to rest for good?
Sure, no question. No question. Past is the past. We're very grateful. I'm very grateful this year. Every day I've been at LSU has been a great day. I haven't had a bad day yet, man. And it's been really good. I'm home. You know, our journey took us all over Miami, Syracuse, USC, other places. But we always wanted to be here. You know, when you're totally content, like going home in your living room and watch Sunday afternoon football, man, I'm totally content at LSU, and my family is, and we're so appreciative of being here, and we just love it.
Stay over to our left, all the way in the back.
Coach O, people learned this week of your relationship with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He did the hype video that everyone loved this week. Have you heard from him? And what did he tell you since the win?
Yeah, he sent me a voice message I haven't recorded. And, you know, he says, Coach, this is Dwayne "The Rock," but affectionately known to you as Dewey. That was his nickname, Dewey. And Dwayne was a great young man, mild-mannered young man, outstanding, recruited by Bob Cormellis. Bob and I coached him. And then he went on to, you know, to have a lot of success, but he's kept a level head. He's a great young man. He's a great family man. He's very supportive of what we're doing here. He's followed us. He wished us good luck. And then for him to make, you know, Derek Padansky does all our hype videos. I think he does a phenomenal job. And he got in touch with the Rock's agent, and he said as soon as we requested it, the Rock called back and said, yes, I'll do it. And he said he will come talk to the team, obviously, if time allows it. So, you know, all these ex-players, just like Patrick, they're supportive. We create bonds for the rest of our life. We're family.
Come back over here on our right in the back.
Ed, Ralph Russo, Associated Press. I know this came up last night, but I just wanted to circle back and clarify it. Did Joe come out of that game, I know a little banged up, but did he come out of that game with an injury? Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he's fine. I think he's fine. He got hit a little bit. I think he's a little sore today. And usually there are some Mondays he's sore. I don't know what today is, but he's tough, man. Yeah, he put a little ice and stem on it, and he'll be back ready to go. But there was no significant injury or nothing, just regular shots. He took some shots last night, which we knew he was going to take some shots, but he's fine.
Come back here in the back on the aisle.
Coach, you grew up in the time of Bear Bryant. You coached at Miami in their heyday. You coached at USC with Pete Carroll. Does your team have an argument as the greatest team in college football history?
You know, I think so. I think so. I really do. To play the teams that we played this year and to beat them, and for the margin of error that was in most of the games, to have the type of football players that we have on our football team, the coaching staff, I do. You never can go back in time. It's a different era, but I've never been around a prolific offense like this. You know, I remember being at the offense at USC and said, and in Miami, and said we can have those type of offense. We shattered all those records. And it's a different age. It's a different offense. Those are great coaches, no doubt about that. Those are legendary coaches. And I learned from Jimmy Johnson, who texted me this morning. And, you know, watch Bear Bryant, obviously, we all did. And Pete Carroll. I mean, so those guys are legendary. But as far as our football team, I think they can play with anybody, anywhere.
Come back down here in the very front on our right.
Yeah, Ed, two questions. First, what was Mama Orgeron's review of the game? And two, since last night, as you thought about your dad?
Yeah, you know, Mom was there last night, and she was all dressed up in purple and gold and all fired up. I think she had about 16 interviews scheduled, so she's rocking and rolling, obviously, yeah. And, you know, we do talk about my father all the time, and I know he'd been proud. We talked about him last night as a family. We kind of made some jokes a little bit because he was a funny man. He was a leader. And we're best friends. We know he was there in spirit. We know he's watching us.
Take our last question from Dennis right here on the aisle.
Patrick, I'm looking at a video right now of Odell Beckham handing out cash to players last night on Twitter. Did you get any of that? And Ed, just a reaction from you and all that. There was a lot of partying going on.
I'm sorry, you can repeat that? I could barely.
I'm looking at a video of Odell Beckham handing out cash to players last night after the game. I know there's a video of Justin Jefferson. Did you see that? Did you get any of that? And Ed, just a reaction from you on that.
No, sir, I did not see any of that. I'm sorry, but I didn't.
First I hear about it.
That concludes today's news conference. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you guys. Go Tigers.
Thank you.